Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Trambakam yajamahe, sugandhim pushtivardhanam, urvarukamiva bandhanan, mrityurmukshiyamamrutat. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Trambakam yajamahe, sugandhim pushtivardhanam, urvarukamiva bandhanan, mrityurmukshiyamamrutat. Om Namah. Sahanavavatu, Sahanau bhunaktu, Sahaviryam karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhitamastu, Ma vidvishavai. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya, Tamaso Ma Shrutigamaya, Mrityoma Amrutangamaya. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Good morning. So please see page number 100. The second quote in the page. Religion is the one and sole interest of the people of India. This is the one great truth India has to teach to the world because it is nowhere else. This is spirituality, the science of the soul. I repeat the quote again. Religion is the one and sole interest of the people of India. This is the one great truth India has to teach to the world because it is nowhere else. This is spirituality, the science of the soul. Swamiji says, up and conquer the world with your spirituality. Oh, Indian, you only know it. The rest of the world it doesn't have. So, distribute this knowledge to others and help them actually come to the spiritual path. That is the only way for humanity to progress. Otherwise, the world will pay a heavy price. Up and conquer the world with your spirituality, he said. Some of you want the Western nations. If you don't take spirituality from India, he said actually, you are sitting on a volcano. The volcano might erupt at any time. If you run after pure materialism, money and material comfort, will come in conflict with each other. One nation will come in conflict with other, and wars will happen. And then destruction will happen on a phenomenal scale. That happened. 2 world wars came. So, but in India today, where are we when it comes to the question of celebrating religion as a science, the science of the soul? So, as part of the culture, it's a religious culture, and the people observe ceremonies, observe fasts, celebrate festivals. As part of culture, we're doing it, but as a science, educate a person what kind of impression, what kind of idea he has on religion, spirituality. But we think actually it's part of faith, it's not science. అవునా కదా? ఒక నమ్మకం, ఒక విశ్వాసం అనుకుంటున్నాం మనం. But in India, the way we never approach it as a kind of faith, religion actually is a subjective investigation into the internal truths. We always actually look upon it as another kind of science. One science is the science of the external world, the material world. Another science is science of the inner world. Just the other day I was going to some place, Mahabub Nagar, and this Shiva Diksha people, they take Shiva Diksha during this period, and they go to Sri Sailam for Shivaratri, and then they break the Diksha there. They were just walking barefooted. Nothing is there. So simply they will repeat Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. So as a part of the culture it has come. See the struggle, they may not articulately explain to you, why are you doing, what will you gain it. Say, I want to win the grace of the Lord, that much they will tell. But what it is to win the grace of the Lord? Why you should win the grace of the Lord? Because basically the desire is to conquer nature, to conquer mind. How does that happen? That power which has created the mind only can help me, right? So I am surrendering to you. It's you who have created the mind. I want to transcend the mind. I want to touch consciousness. That's what Shiva means. There are two things here, Shiva and Shiva. The body is Shiva. When Shiva leaves the body is Shiva. You don't even touch it. No? Some people actually, when you go to a dead body, you touch the dead body and they say you have become impure. Take bath. Take bath, they say. So the body that which you held so dear to you for those many years, suddenly it has become impure and inauspicious for you. How come? Something has left the body has become impure. It's Shiva. Even to look at actually we get frightened. Okay, it's not an aesthetic side at all. Somebody very close to you, for years together you lived together, something left the body. It's dead. So there is both Shiva and Shiva. All the 365 days basically we live only for body, right? So what is body? Shiva. One day for Shiva, not for body. There is something higher than body. Soul, consciousness. I worship that consciousness. I deny the body. How you do that? You fast for that. Food is a bodily requirement. When you deny food to a body and you are saying that, I am not the body, you are asserting, I am spirit, I am consciousness, I am Chaitanya. So it is there in every culture, in Islam also they fast during Ramjan. Basically what they want to tell is, I want to conquer nature. I don't want to be a slave of body. Body is only my possession. I don't want to be controlled by the dictates of the body. So food, water and all those things requirements of the body, one day at least in a year, I assert my supreme nature, I assert my real nature, I assert my spiritual nature, I deny the lower nature, I deny the Prakriti. All that science, is all pure science, just higher than the so-called science in India. But today, even educated person also doesn't approach it as science in this country, because all the scriptures that we have inherited from our forefathers, they have not been taught actually. You have not been shown even a little glimpse of that. మనది ఏదైతే ఆధ్యాత్మిక వారసత్వం పరంపరాగతంగా వచ్చిందో పుస్తకాలు, సాహిత్యము, లిటరేచర్, ధార్మిక లిటరేచరు, అది ఎక్కడ కూడా మన పుస్తకాల్లో కాస్త భాగం చేసి మనకి ఇక్కడ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయడానికి ప్రయత్నం జరగలే గత 70 సంవత్సరాలుగా. Okay, that has happened because in the name of secularism, government has done injustice to all the religions, in my opinion. Not just to Sanatana Dharma, to all the religions. Religion is a private affair, it's your individual matter. The state will always be indifferent. But the original constitution makers, they had a different understanding, according to me. They said that state doesn't patronize one particular religion, it gives equal patronage to all the religions. But the subsequent people, people who tried to interpret the constitution, they interpreted in a way that state has nothing to do with religion, state need to be indifferent to religion kind of stuff. That is the reason this much of corruption. If you remove that religious instinct from people, I tell that actually there will not be any control over human beings. They all will become, say absolutely degraded human beings. Because that spirituality, Papa Bhiti, Bhagavantante Bhayamu, Negapati, even if I escape courts, even if I escape these laws, the next world, there is a God who will punish me if I do a wrong thing. It is that religious instinct which is making people moral, whether it is Islam, Christianity, or Sanatana Dharma. You remove that religious instinct from people completely, pavapiti potundi, inka em undadu. Ee chattalu pancheyavu, police pancheyaru. Still people are acting righteously because of the fear that they have a higher power, that is namely God. You may not articulately explain it, you may not actually speak it in scientific terms, but that kind religious faith and that culture only helps human beings. That's why Swami says religion is a force that raises the brute unto man and man unto God. మనం ఆల్రెడీ చదువుకున్నాం. మనిషిలో ఉన్నటువంటి దానవుడిని పక్కన పెట్టేసి ఆ మాధవుడిని అభివ్యక్తీకరించడానికి ఉపయోగపడేది మతం అంటాడు స్వామి. So all these religious practices, festivals we celebrate for this reason only, to worship the Lord, to deny our real nature, lower nature, to control the mind and to conquer the mind, to become one with the divine, to become one with God. That is the goal of all religions, as Sri Ramakrishna would say. Different religions are different paths that lead to the same goal, because God is one. You may be calling him by different names, but it is only one reality. We are all the children of that reality. Thank you. Have a nice day. And for all of you, happy Shubharatri.